Good morning, you guys. What is up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new vlog. Hopefully the dishwasher is not too loud. I don't know where my mic is. I think it's in a purse somewhere from when I went to Toronto and filmed that book video. But anyways, welcome to the vlog. I thought that we could just spend the next few days together. You guys are really crooked. You just kind of fix that. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I just thought we could spend the next few days together, spend a little bit of the weekend together, just see what we get up to. Today is Wednesday. And yeah, I need advice, guys. Okay, I'm really upset. This will kind of put a damper on my morning, but I'm not gonna let it ruin my mood. I feel like I might have mentioned this before, but the laundry machine that we have is pretty old. We got it with the house when we moved in 2 years ago, and we have not changed our detergent. We just use like Tide Pods. We don't use any sort of softener. We hang everything to dry. And I don't know if it's the actual machine and like we need to get a new laundry machine, but it freaking bleaches. Do you guys see that? It bleaches our clothes, but it's so sporadic. Like, it's not consistent. It's like we have to get rid of so many clothes and it feels just so annoying. And I don't know how to fix it because I don't really know what the problem is. Like, we don't use like laundry detergent that's like concentrate. Like, we just throw in the pod. And I'm just so confused and I don't know. It only does it sometimes, so like that's why I'm not convinced this is a detergent. It's just annoying because like I bought these PJs like this year and I've only got to wear them a few times because it's been so hot this summer, and now they're like bleach, and it's not that big of a deal, but it's just like the principle of it, you know? I feel like a parent, you know? I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. It's the principle of it. So I'm just like a little annoyed. If you've had that experience, let me know. Maybe we need to change our detergent, but then also it doesn't do it consistently. So like I don't think it's the detergent. Anyways, that put like a little bit of a damper on my morning, but I'm gonna turn this day around, you guys. Don't you fret. Okay, it's gonna be a fun vlog. Like I said, I think I'm just gonna vlog a little bit in the gaps when I'm not filming the fall video for the week. Today's mission though is I need to put up this. I really hope it looks good because sometimes like I get a vision in my head and then the execution is poor. But you guys know we tried the cafe curtains in here. I didn't love them. I just think they kind of looked like meh, so I put them in the bathroom. But I've seen people buy curtains that you can tie up. I didn't know those existed. I was just gonna buy like shorter curtains and then just put curtain backs. Wow, I need to drink this coffee. I can't speak this morning. Curtain tie backs on the cabinet. But then I saw that you can, I literally looked on TikTok, like kitchen cabinet, no, I looked up kitchen window curtains, and you can buy curtains that like tie up. So I want to try that out. I think it will just add something there, and I think it would look really cute if you had some like garland for fall on there. So that's my plan. I also have a few packages. It's a nice like overcast chilly morning, which is sensational. I think I would like to get ready for the day because I have a few meetings today. So I think we're gonna go ahead, get ready for the day. And then maybe like over my lunch break, I can put up that curtain. But it's like 7:20 right now. I have time. No, I should go get ready for the day and then like settle into work. I think that's my plan. But I wanted to come on and say, welcome to the vlog. We're gonna spend a few little introverted days together. And I'm so excited, but I'm also like really overheating and I need to change out of these PJs. All right, we have made it to the bathroom. I'm just putting on some like depuffing gel. I don't really know if this does anything, but it feels nice. Kind of feels like doing eye patches like in a rush. Yes, I'm wearing the same shirt again, truthfully, because I outfit repeat. I outfit repeat like it's nobody's business because your clothes should be worn. So I'm gonna put some lip balm on. That's not Vaseline. That's Vicks Vapor Rub. Why did I think that was Vaseline? Why did I not sniff that first? I mean, it feels kind of tingly on my lips, but I don't think I was supposed to do that. All right, well, that's how the day's going so far. I am going to do a quick little 5-minute makeup. I've been swapping a few. I wouldn't say like I swap my blush and usually my lip out for fall. And I actually just got a new blush from Merit. Wait till you guys see the color. You guys know I normally use where's my blush? I'm trying to find it. I usually use the Lusitano blush. Also, thank you to Merit Beauty for sponsoring today's video. I love you guys, and I feel like the world knows I love you guys because I haven't stopped talking about you guys in like 2 years, truthfully. Big fan. You guys know I genuinely use them in my makeup routine all the time. And I love them so much. And as an acne prone girly, their products are amazing because they're I can never say that word, non-comedogenic. So they don't clog your pores. I've never had an issue using any of their makeup products. You guys know I go hard for a terracotta, like orangey, burnt orange blush in the summer. I feel like it really accentuates my tan, which you wouldn't be able to understand right now because I'm as pale as a literal ghost. Happy spooky season to me. But Lusitano is my favorite summer blush. But I feel like in the fall, it just doesn't look as good on my skin tone when I'm pale like this. So I picked up Bespoke. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is the most stunning color for fall. I'm going to put it on in a second, but just so you guys can see it. Okay, wait. Does this look better? I just opened the curtain. Also, does this better? Is that lighting better or is that too dark? I don't know. I'm conflicted. I love the Minimalist because you can use it to spot conceal, but then you can also just use it for like overall coverage where you need it, and it goes on just so smoothly. I have really red skin. It's just like the perfect coverage. I feel like I've tried so many bronzers and the Merit one is the one that's the most natural looking to me. You know, sometimes bronzers are like really orange. I feel like theirs is just like the perfect color. It's an actual like brown bronzer. Look at that color, you guys, for fall. Are you kidding? It's like a wine color. I think it's so pretty. I am obsessed with that. I specifically love Merit's brow products because I feel like they have a true taupe, and if you're a blonde or a dirty blonde, you'll know it is so hard to find brow products that actually match your brow color, especially if you have like a more taupey brow like I do, because they always make your brows look so much darker and it never looks natural. And so I really just love that this is like a true taupe color. And I keep my eyebrows super simple. I usually just kind of like brush them out. One of my favorite things about their mascara is that my eyelashes never clump when I'm using it. You would think in 2025 more brands would do this, but their mascara can do no wrong in my opinion. And then I'm going to top it off with a little lipstick moment. I'm trying to learn how to use lip liner. I feel like all the fall girlies, they use the lip liner. I don't really know how to do it. So if you guys have any good tutorials, let me know. I kind of just like literally line the exterior of my lip, but like I truthfully I shouldn't talk while I'm doing this, but I have no idea what I'm doing. This is my favorite lipstick from Merit. It's in the color Baby. I don't know, I love their lipstick packaging. I don't know what it is about it. It's just kind of fun, and it is the most gorgeous color. It kind of reminds me of that blush actually. It's the most gorgeous color. Kind of reminds me of that blush actually. And it makes me just feel really put together to have lipstick on. And speaking of fall, Merit has actually curated the fall essential set, which is basically like your go-to fall makeup. I'll put everything on the screen of what it includes. It's their 5 must-have products for fall, and I feel like that's perfect if you have like school drop-off, or I don't know, you want to try something a little bit different for fall, maybe switching out your blush and your lipstick. You guys can get 15% off the fall essential set with my link. I'll put it on the screen, also in the description for you guys. The best part is that all first orders ship with the free makeup bag. This makeup bag is so iconic. It's like one of those things that you look at and you're like, oh, I know that you buy from Merit Beauty. And then also you get free shipping on $50 Canadian. So I'm really excited about that. That's kind of like some of my little fall swaps that I've done. I really, really love this blush. I highly recommend that you guys check it out. Bespoke. It is so beautiful. But a huge thank you to Merit Beauty for sponsoring today's video. You guys know I love working with them. I have been a true paying customer for like over 2 years now. I love their products, and I love getting to work with brands that I genuinely use in my everyday life. It feels like such an honor, and yeah, I just feel really excited. Okay, so here's the rod I got. It's just like a gold one, and it basically comes with all these pieces so you can make it fit really any space. I think it's at like 30 inches to 80 inches. I can link it down below, honestly. I just wanted something that would kind of match our cabinet handles, like in terms of being gold, not like silver or black. And for curtains, we have two options. I wanted something that was neutral for the seasons. That way, if I wanted to decorate with like garland, I could, like for Christmas, or maybe like some leaf garland, spooky season garland for fall. But I also really loved these. The brand of this is Laura Ashley Home, which is the same brand as that blue quilt that I have. I love this stuff. And yeah, they just have these like ties. The only thing is like, I'm not good at tying a bow, so I don't know how it's gonna turn out. But I think I'm gonna try this one first and see how I feel about it, or do I start with the neutral one? I feel like I'm gonna start with this one and see how I like it. Okay, I have to say my first impressions are that I really like having curtains there. I like them a bit more than the cafe curtains. I think it's just because we have really big windows. So the cafe curtains just like looked a little weird. I do need to figure out how to tie them though. I'm very well aware of that. I cannot tie a bow for the life of me. I really liked these ones, but they were just too short. So I almost want to see if they have them in a longer size. But I think that these ones are better because when they come down, they are going to the windowsill, which I wasn't too sure how placement was gonna work with these curtains. Like, do you go to the cabinet? Do you go to like, where do I go? Where's the bottom of the curtain should be? And I looked online at a few like people who do these kinds of curtains and like a few blog posts. And a lot of people say if you're doing it in your window, in your kitchen, it should go to your windowsill. So these ones fit perfectly, which is nice. And the thing is, you can obviously adjust the curtain rod, but because we have such big windows, I wanted the curtain rod to pretty much go to the top of the window. So it didn't look weird. Like these ones I feel like looked weird because the curtain rod was kind of like halfway between the taller panel. So I did really like these for the color though. I'm really sad. Like the whole point was, yes, I wanted to put something here, but I really wanted like a bit of a pop of color. I guess I could always like learn how to make them. I think that could be kind of cool. Maybe to learn how to sew. But I did really like these. I just wish they were a little bit longer. And yeah, but I do think it like adds something to the space. Now that I know like what size I need, I might go look online and see if there's some other ones, or like I said, if this one comes in a longer size. But I do think it just like adds something. These are definitely not even. It's a work in progress. Okay, we're just figuring it out as we go, truthfully. I'm just learning. I'm just figuring it out. I'm just a baby. And yeah, but I do think it like adds something nice. This is like a nice neutral to have too. And I was thinking of adding, I don't really know how, but like some garland or even like a burnt orange curtain would look really nice in here. I feel like or like an olive for the holidays. That would be so lovely. But I am really happy with that. Like that is, you know, when the vision actually comes to life. Like I was saying this morning, sometimes you have a vision and then the execution is poor. I do feel like the vision came to life on this. So looking at it, I do think you guys are gonna kill me. A nice baby blue would look really good in here. I'm just saying. I have some packages to open. I'm so excited. I posted on my Instagram story a few weeks ago that they had a hot dog wooble. I've been wanting to try a wooble for so long. I remember getting ads a few years ago for like the Harry Potter ones that they had, but I just like wasn't too sure. I'm also left-handed, so I get really intimidated by like knitting, crochet, all that stuff. But I actually crocheted as a kid. When I tell you guys, I'm a little bit salty that like it's cool to do grandma hobbies now, because I was a loser, okay? I was literally in a crochet club in elementary school. And I got bullied for having grandma hobbies. And look at it now. Now it's cool. So like really full circle moment. Anyways, if you guys don't know, woobles are like these crochet kits. I've also seen them at Michael's and Walmart for a bit cheaper, but a lot of people said this is a great way to start, and usually after one of these you can kind of go off into the world of crocheting. But someone like me who has crocheted before, I'm hoping it just is like a nice little like reminder, like it's like riding a bike hopefully, where as soon as I figure it back out again, I'm like good to go. I obviously had to get the hot dog one, and if you guys are new to my channel, I love hot dogs more than life itself. And come on, how could I not get the hot dog crochet kit? I told my neighbor, she crochets, and I told her, she just left on a trip. I told her I'd wait for her to come back and we could do it together. Like I would go sit on the porch with her and we could crochet. But yeah, I got the hot dog one. I'm honestly jazzed about it. It says everything included: yarn, step-by-step videos, a pre-started piece, 4mm crochet hook, stuffing, eyes, yarn needle, and instructions. And Lottie said that she's left-handed, I think too, and there was instructions for both hands, or someone told me there was instructions for both hands, and Lottie told me that she did enjoy making it. So I'm very excited about my crochet hot dog. I am a grandma. Then, best time of the month. I actually skipped my aardvark this month because there was no books I was really interested in. I'm pumped. We've got Play Nice by Rachel Harrison. I got 2 new early releases, and let me tell you, book of the month is so speedy on their shipping. I usually like refresh the book of the month app every day from like the 27th to the end of the month to see when the books are released, and then I do my order so quick. And it's literally like what, September, I don't know, 3rd right now, and I already got my books. Like, that's crazy. I got the new Rachel Harrison book, Play Nice. This is like really early because it comes out at the end of the month, and I kind of want to start it right now. The new Stephanie Garber book, her adult debut, and look at the edges. Okay, you guys know I'm not a fan of the sprayed edges on paperbacks, but on a hardcover, absolutely. And I'm so excited about this. Look at that cover. Folklore 517, taught by a woman called the Professor. Most students believe the Professor's story are fiction, but Holland has always been convinced that magic is real. When she tracks down a local legend who can supposedly tell you when you'll die, the world finally makes sense. Except that the watchman tells her she will die at midnight tomorrow unless she finds an ancient object called the alchemical heart. Holland is pulled into the magical world in the heart of Los Angeles and into the path of a magnetic stranger. I don't know what the time period is in this, but it looks like it's giving Roaring 20s energy. Do you guys agree? I think it does. And the first line, we do judge a book by its first line, is, it started with a whisper you heard while in line at a coffee shop, a story you probably should have ignored. But the rumor stuck in your head like a song, and it plagued you like an unsolved riddle, until at last it led you here, a parking lot which has clearly not paid attention to the weather report. I will be starting this today, and I will, in fact, give you guys updates throughout the weekend. It's only 320 pages, so I'm very stoked about that. Yeah, so I'm just excited about that little cozy hobby unboxing, truthfully. But I'm gonna go make myself some lunch. Well, I had a protein bar this morning. I'm gonna go have some overnight oats for like a late breakfast, early lunch, and we'll see where the day takes us. morning, you guys. Happy Monday. I'm feeling very scatterbrained right now. I've tried to start this a few times, but I don't really know what direction I want to go in. I haven't picked up the vlog in quite a few days. I have been going through it with my mental health the last few days. And it's just, you know, the seasonal changes. It's that time of year where it starts to trickle in a little bit more. I always like to set the boundary. Like, I'm not looking for any tips or tricks or medical advice. Like, I am working on things. I share to be open. I share to destigmatize mental health, and I share to hopefully just even help one of you guys feel less alone. But it was kind of like, I call it almost like, not the trifecta, but like, you know, when you have one of those weekends where you're just feeling every emotion under the sun. I was anxious, I was sad, I was irritable, like I was feeling everything. And we kept trying to make these plans, but nothing like was working out, which was making me even more sad. We had friends over Friday night, which was awesome. We had so much fun. Saturday morning I woke up and I just like, it's like a flip had switched. Apparently it was a full moon too, so that maybe could have played an impact. I'm not too sure how those work, but yeah, I was not having a good weekend. I've been really struggling with body image as well and just being really mean to myself. No one talks about second puberty. I feel like I went through mine a little bit later, like 26, 27, and I've just been struggling. And I struggle when I look in the mirror and I see a woman's body now and not a teenager's, and I'm like, whoa, like I don't feel like I'm in my own body. And I've just been struggling because if I'm being transparent, like the number on the scale hasn't really changed. Maybe like 2-3 pounds, like at the most. My weight does fluctuate. I'd say like a 5-pound range with my IBS and just like flare ups and stuff like that. But my weight hasn't changed, but my body feels like it's changing, and it's just like moving the weight around. And it's just like, I used to always be like this, and I was never a skinny girl. I was never a small girl. I've always been pretty much like a size 10, 12 my whole life, but I was kind of like this. And now I'm like this, like I have hips, and I'm just like, whoa, like I just feel like I'm in a foreign body. I've just been struggling. And then I feel like I cut my hair, and I have days I love my hair and I have days that I don't love my hair. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. It was like one of those weekends where I felt like I was going through all the emotions. And like we tried to go to the apple orchard. It was way too crowded and we ended up leaving. If you guys are new here, I have PTSD. I struggle a lot with crowds. And it was kind of one of those weekends where I just like I was mad at myself. I was mad at myself for being me, and I was mad at myself like, oh my god, you can't handle this crowd. Like I was just being mean to myself all weekend. And at one point Matt was like, stop talking to my wife like that. And that's something new that we've implemented when I'm being really mean to myself and really critical. We saw it on TikTok. He was like, stop talking to my wife like that, because at the end of the day I would never talk like that about someone else. So like, why is it okay to talk about that or like that to myself? And yeah, I'm feeling a lot of like change. You know, I've started to think about maybe I need to go back on antidepressants or anti-anxiety medication. I just think it was one of those weekends where I was being really mean to myself is like the best way to explain it. And yeah, I really wasn't feeling good. And then I slowly like wake up a little bit. Like I can tell right now I'm still like a little irritable, and I'm still a little bit sad, but I am, you know, going to have a good week. I'm putting it out into the world. We're going to do things today that fill up our cup. But I always want to keep it real with you guys, because I don't want to be like, yeah, I had a great weekend, rock on. Like I was like, I feel like it was like the circle of mental health this weekend. Like I was feeling everything, and I was just being really mean to myself. So anyway, sometimes I struggle to like put it into words, because Matt will be like, how are you feeling? And I want to be like, I feel really sad. I feel my depression creeping in. I feel anxious. I feel irritable, and I'm struggling with my body image. And like, what's the one perfect word for that? There's not. So I just feel not great. So also Wednesday, you guys saw I went to the thrift store after work, and I had to run a few errands. I did a bit of fall shopping for the fall video, which you guys would have already seen. And I stopped at a few thrift stores, and I found some goodies, so I wanted to share those with you guys after, because I feel like I have not hit any luck at the thrift store in the last like 3 months, which is why there's been no thrift with me. It's like I feel like I've gone to film them and I haven't found a single thing, and like you're not gonna be successful every time at the thrift store, but I like to at least like show you guys in the videos like you guys would have seen. I didn't buy all that stuff, but I shared like purposes and things that I gravitate towards and things that I like, and I finally found a few things, which is really, really nice. I feel like I've been a lot more strict on like what we're bringing into the house, just because I'm just like, I hate having to declutter every 6 months, and so I feel like we're at a good point right now. Like I mentioned in the last video, we don't have like a lot of shelf space or like anything, so it's kind of nice. I have an exciting update. We finally found a Hutch. It's coming out Saturday. I can't wait. That's something I'm really looking forward to this week. So yeah. Oh, also on top of that, we need a new fridge. So it was just like a lot. I'm ready for a coffee now. We got something really exciting and I want to try it out. I really hope it's good. The literal only thing we did when we went to the orchard before I had a breakdown because of how busy it was, we went into the little shop and we got pumpkin butter. I feel like I could make this because the ingredients are literally pumpkin brown sugar, water, lemon juice, spice, and vanilla extract. So if it's really good, I want to make my own. But I thought we could put this into the coffee and make like a little pumpkin spiced iced coffee together. Yeah, that's the weekend. That's just me keeping it 100 so real. If you ever feel extremely overwhelmed by your mental health and just like everything seems to be going wrong, you're not alone. C'est la vie. Let's have a good day. So I don't know if I showed you guys, but I got this cute little ceramic espresso cup to measure our beans when I was in Toronto. I love that it says good morning. It just like starts my day off on a good little note. So I have that. And then for beans right now, we're just using Balzac's. We kind of go back and forth between Balzac's, Kicking Horse, and then some local beans. I really like using the Perani if I'm gonna do an iced Americano because it keeps it nice and cool with the stainless steel. So we're gonna make a yummy little coffee and have a good start to the day. Got 18 grams of coffee, and I think I'm going to, oh, that smells delicious. I think I'm gonna put like a tablespoon just like in the coffee, melt over it. That is the most perfect colored coffee ever. Hopefully there's not too much of an echo, but I'm in the like dining room nook right now and it's empty because we're about to start the breakfast nook project, which I'm so excited about. And we have it green taped and everything. We just need to order the units from IKEA and start that. But I'm very excited about my coffee. I already had a sip, I'm not gonna lie, it was really good. And I am pretty shocked it blended as well as it did because it was like a butter consistency you guys saw, but it was in the fridge, so I was a little worried about it being cold. But it blended right up, and honestly, it just tastes like fall. Pumpkin brown sugar to me and cinnamon. It's great. On the dining table this morning, because honestly, that's just what sounded like feasible for me to do. Like I really wanted to be by the sunlight and sit downstairs and not kind of like be upstairs by myself with the girls. Like the girls are down here, so I am working from the dining table this morning, and then I'll probably make my way up to my office this afternoon. But I've got my laptop here, and the update is we have a good coffee and we're finding little joys to make us happy today. The sun is like puddling in through the doors and that just makes me really happy. I also think we finally found a Hutch, you guys. We've been looking for a Hutch for the dining room for like 6 months, but we have 9-foot ceilings, and so every Hutch has looked like honestly really small in the space. But I finally found one and I'm so excited about it. I think I took a screenshot of it. Let me see. And they're gonna deliver it on Saturday, which just like makes me so excited. It is exactly what I wanted. I think it's gonna need to be stained, or sorry, it's gonna need to be sanded because it does look quite orange right now, but it's like exactly what I had on my Pinterest wish list, like with the kind of, not beadboard at the back, but it's really nice and big. And I think I'll have to sand it down just to get some of that orange tone off of it, but I am so excited. There's so much storage in it. Got something to look forward to at the end of the week. And yeah, but I'm gonna get going on work for the day, and then I'm gonna do some tidying up. I'll share with you guys my pin mail because Brianna sent me some pins. I've just like picked up a few from some of the Facebook groups that I've been searching for. And yeah, So we're just gonna chat and hang out. It's kind of like nice to have that switch up because I feel like the fall vlogs are very like B-roll heavy, which is fun in its own sense because it allows me to be creative, but like I just like to yap to you guys sometimes, you know? Just yap and hang out. Also listening to Crown of Midnight, kind of like here and there. I think the nice thing about that series is I can kind of like pick it up as I go. And I wish Audible had how far you were into it so I could track my progress. But I'm on chapter 12 and I'm enjoying it so far. Everyone says the ending is like kind of insane. So I'm kind of like fingers crossed on the edge of my seat that this is the book that it picks up in. But that's what I'm gonna listen to this morning. A few chapters that I'm gonna grab my headphones and get going on work for the day. Signed up for a snail mail club. Honestly, it makes me so happy. Lucky Duck Mail Club. I believe she's located in Canada. If you guys want to subscribe too, you basically get a letter every month. This is my first month doing it. A sticker, this little quote, and then this sweet little like print, which is so cute. I love it. Oh, I think maybe like a Spotify playlist too. I thought that was so sweet. So that honestly made me so happy. And then we've got some pin mail. Brianna wrote me a super sweet little card. And okay, some of this is not from Brianna. Brianna got me this like little Olaf one, and then she did some pin trades for me because she knows I love Stitch. How cute. And then the Wanda shirt I've been wanting for so long. So if you're watching this, B, love you so much. And then these are ones that I picked up. We have been looking for the Bi-Coastal Pirates for so long. They released this last year and I wanted a way to commemorate that we did like a Bi-Coastal trip in 1 year. And I love it so much. Pirates is one of Matt's favorite rides. So I saw that on one of our local Facebook groups. I got a Dr. Facilier for my Princess and the Frog collection. And then I didn't realize this was a pass holder pin, but it's like a Hatbox Ghost. And I think it's really cool. You can't really see him in there, but that one is awesome. I love the little bats around it. So I need to go put all this on our board. I did end up reorganizing my like collection board and I transferred them all onto that bigger board. Because if you saw a few vlogs ago, we got some new pin boards, we rearranged them. So they're all organized here by like collection. Cruise, the Stitch photos, Stitch, the new mystery pack pins, these ones, the Adventureland ones, these guys, Toy Story, Frozen, Monsters Inc., Princess and the Frog, Yeti, kind of like miscellaneous, Star Wars, Figment, WandaVision, and then kind of like just some miscellaneous pins that I have. So I need to go ahead and add the new ones on here. And voila. Okay, I think I need to do some shuffling around because I want all the Haunted Mansion ones to kind of go together. Stick him there. And then I think I'm gonna move our cruise pins over. And then put Pirates here. Voila! New pins on the board. Yay. I totally forgot, you guys. The reason I went out on Wednesday to run errands is because I picked up this lamp on Facebook Marketplace because I was gonna order one on Amazon for the entryway, and then I saw someone selling it on Facebook Marketplace because they passed like the return window. So I'm gonna put this in the entryway. I think it'll add some nice height. I actually really like that. I think it just adds a little something here. I need to go find that candle I had here. Where did I put it? I'm not too sure if this candle is too big and I need to do something smaller. But how cozy is that? I'm really happy with that. I think I might need to do a smaller candle though. Like this. That's so nice and cozy. I think the lamp is just in general really nice because we don't really have, like we have the big overhead light, but it's kind of nice to have something a little bit more ambient, especially in the evening. And you can turn up, I think, the brightness on it. So really happy with that. Okay, I'm gonna share with you guys my little thrift haul and then I'm gonna go ahead and end this video off. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know that the like unedited style, kind of like chatty style is not for everybody, especially I feel like when new people find my channel from the fall content and it's so like it's more B-roll heavy and it's very cozy and I get to get creative with that. But sometimes I honestly just love a very unedited style vlog where I don't have to worry about music and all that fun stuff and we can just kind of like literally FaceTime and catch up. I really want to try and put, I mean, you guys will know if the video's up. I want to try, I'm not very tech savvy. Like I do very, very basic editing. I want to try and do like a green screen with like a FaceTime. That'd be kind of funny. I'm gonna try and do that. You guys will know if we did it or not. But we did score a few items at the thrift store. I finally found a twin sheet for the day bed, which yeah, we put the day bed in my office, and then I was like, wait, I think I was vlogging it and I was like, I have no sheet for this. So I've been on the lookout for something to put in there that's just like in good condition, and I found this one and I think it's really, really cute. I'm trying to figure out where it's from, but it's got these cute little flowers on it. So I thought it was really cute. It has like blue and yellow little flowers. So I'm gonna put that in the wash. And then I found this. I don't know what that was. I wasn't even looking for anything like this, but then, you know, when you see something and you're like, wait, I actually have a good home for that. Needed like a little entryway rug situation to put on the patio door, because now we're getting to like fall and like muddy paws. And I found this one and I thought it would look really nice because the breakfast nook that's like right across from the patio door is going to be nautical themed. So I thought this would be kind of nice to just like have at the patio door. It's honestly in great condition and it was literally $3.99. So really happy with that. And then Matt has been wanting a Patagonia sweater forever, but he's like, I just can't pay for it. If you guys have a Patagonia, like let me know, is the price worth it? Maybe we'll get him one for Christmas. So he's been trying to find a dupe, and anyways, I ended up finding this one that's from Old Navy, and he literally only wanted the like salt and pepper like gray one. So when I saw this, I was like, I gotta pick it up for him. And it's the quarter zip one, but he was so excited when he saw it. It's just kind of looks like a little bit of like a Patagonia, kind of like quarter zip little fleece, because the hospital is so cold all year round. So he could like put this on and off as he needs it. And it's in pretty good condition. It was $9.99. I had a 20% off coupon too. I had a few of them, so that was nice. And so he's really excited about that. I've been looking for a zip up hoodie. This one is literally from Gap, and I feel like Gap is getting so expensive. I am so excited. This was $10.79. I just wanted to have a like zip up hoodie by the back door in the morning when I go take the dogs out, because I literally wear a blanket. And I saw this one and I loved the color. It's kind of like distressed is not the right word I'm looking for, but kind of like that, I don't say vintage like in terms of like how old it is, but that you know, like a vintage style crew neck, how it kind of looks like a little worn. That's how this feels, and I'm honestly so impressed with the quality. It was in the men's section, so it's nice and oversized and a bit longer, in great condition, and yeah, $10.79. So really happy about that. That was honestly like the score of the day. I did get that burnt orange mug, but I think I left it in my car, and I'm honestly way too lazy to go get that right now. But I did get that burnt orange mug. And then if you watch the vlog, you would know that we love making these like skull pizzas. I can never find a tray that works. The one we got for the skulls was a silicone from Walmart, ended up ripping. So we've been on the hunt for some sort of like mold to make like the mini pizzas, and I found this one at Value Village. It is literally from 1983. She's giving vintage energy. It's just a pumpkin mold, which will be perfect because we love to do like mini seasonal pizzas. I got to give it a quick wash, but like it's honestly in pretty good condition. And it was only $2.49. So I'm very excited about that. And like, yeah, literally vintage. It says 1983 on the bottom. That's my little thrift haul. I'm starting to realize that like bigger doesn't always mean better when it comes to thrift hauls. I'd rather get a few things that I absolutely love and I have a purpose for than buy like a bunch of things just to have a big haul and like then have no idea where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put all this pretty much in the wash, like wash the pumpkin pan like myself, and then put all the clothes, the sheets and stuff, I'll put all that in the washing machine to do a load of laundry tonight. But that is the vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, it was a bit more on like just the unfiltered chatty side, because that's honestly just kind of what felt feasible for me right now. But I love you guys so much. Please know you are never alone. If you ever need someone to talk to about your mental health, my DMs are always open, and I love you guys more than you know. Just please know I love you. You're not alone. You can always chat with me, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.